Well, in what is being seen as a massive blow to N Srinivasan's career in the BCCI, a vacation bench of the Supreme Court has refused the exiled BCCI President's plea to allow him to function as the BCCI President. Here's more.
The BCCI's President in exile, N Srinivasan, has been dealt another major blow by the Supreme Court of India. A vacation bench of the apex court refused Srinivasan a plea to reinstate him as the BCCI President for non-IPL cricketing activities. Srinivasan had filed an application on Wednesday urging the Supreme Court to reinstate him as board chief, wanting to run non-Indian Premier League matters. The Supreme Court bench said it was embarrassing for it to modify an order passed by another judge and pulled up Srinivasan's lawyer for attempting modifications in the order. Srinivasan's term as BCCI President will come to an end in September, and no purpose would therefore be served even if the aforesaid restriction is removed. Srinivasan is among the 13 names mentioned in a confidential inquiry report against whom there are allegations of wrongdoings in the IPL. This is the second time in the last 2 months that Srinivasan has sought similar relief.
This is the second time that this has happened with N Srinivasan over the last month, that this plea has not been entertained by the Supreme Court. Is this a lust for power? Clearly is. Is this an insecurity? Clearly is. And how is the BCCI going to project itself? Will the BCCI mandarins still keep quiet that this man is constantly indulging in this act to try to grab the position again? This is not the way that Indian cricket should be run.
Srinivasan's defence team has been told to approach the same bench that passed the order to remove him as board chief, but if sources are to be believed, they will wait for Justice Patnaik to retire and then try again. That's their last hope.
Vacation bench of the Supreme Court, headed by Justice Chauhan, refused to indulge itself, suggesting that it would be embarrassing for them to modify an order of another judge who is still sitting in the Supreme Court, asking N Srinivasan to approach the relevant bench which had passed the order. Now that relevant bench is headed by Justice Patnaik, who is set to retire in the first week of June. With camera person Ishwar Dayal at the Supreme Court in New Delhi, Jaskirat Singh Bawa for Headlines Today.